Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. At this moment, all of humanity is beginning to experience a very intense transition. Your human family is feeling very frustrated from relying on a conditioned identity that feels disconnected from life, disconnected from a joy and passion for living. This dramatic shift is impacting every aspect of your personal and global affairs. It invites each of you to reclaim your creative abilities by embracing the heart of your own soul. Your soul is calling you to jump into the river of your own passion, awakening your heartfelt desires to flow with the ongoing current of creation. A natural part of this transition reunites your physical experience with the presence of your spiritual families. We, the family of Michael, are but one of many families or expressions of source energy. Each of you have a very intimate relationship with these galactic families. Your experience on Earth also serves as a spiritual reunion for all families of consciousness. Supporting this reunion is a profound sense of love. A love that accepts life as being perfect just as it is in this moment. It is not waiting for you to resolve your inner conflicts. It is not concerned about your unfulfilled desires. It truly accepts you as being perfect for all that you are right now. We hear many of you say, "Why does it take us so long to trust in such a love?" We would say when your conditioned nature stops fighting with your soul and allows the beauty of this moment to exist, then much will be revealed to each of you. For in this moment exists the love we are describing. In this moment exists you, your soul. We know it can be very frustrating living inside this conditioned self that feels disconnected from the soul. Be patient with yourself. Remember to breathe in the presence of your soul nature. The moment brings you a clarity that you can trust. It allows you to confidently make choices without the need to second-guess your intentions. There is a love waiting for you beyond anything you have tasted as a human being. It is profound. Stop fighting with your soul. When you stop fighting with the presence of your soul, that choice becomes a life-altering decision. Many of you have come to realize you don't need to die to experience this type of love. You can have your cake and eat it right here on Earth. A choice that allows an unconditional love to be in your day-to-day reality. It allows you to actively use the gift of creation and begin to accept yourself as being a creator each and every time you embrace this love as also being you. It is a choice, one that you must make for yourself. As we blend our presence with our human counterparts, I, Michael, and my beloved friend Yeshua bow before you, the brave new pioneers of consciousness. You are the ones that have grown tired of playing the game that would deny you love. Indeed, this game has been going on for some time. It requires that you accept a part of an oppressor or the victim. No matter what role you played in all of your lifetimes here on Earth, like all games, it has an ending. Some endings call for an end to life as you know it. Indeed, each of you incarnated into this world knowing that such a possibility was very real. You knew that the game humanity is currently playing would end between the year 2000 to 2012. You accepted that Earth would most likely enter into a grand battle between forces that have invested great resources into the outcome of this game. Such a battle would have initiated dramatic changes on your planet. Yet you still choose to incarnate and serve a love that doesn't play games. Direct connection with spirit. As we look across your beautiful planet, so many are now becoming conscious vessels for the source of life. They are beginning to live and share a profound wisdom that speaks for the heart of creation. Many of you attend workshops and spiritual events to feel the presence of this energy, to hear a truth that resonates with your own heart. In your past, humanity relied on others to act as facilitators for source energy. These messengers for consciousness served your human family with a compassion that was aligned with the energetic presence of spirit. All of your religions embrace the lives of these individuals as they were eventually translated by other human beings. Your current messengers have access to a technology that allows the message from consciousness to be recorded, read or listened to just as it was spoken. With your internet, you can see firsthand both the conditioned nature of these channels and their unique connection to their own soul families. It is a profound shift from second-hand knowledge to witnessing for yourself a direct experience. This profound transition is asking humanity to fulfill its heart's desires by embracing a direct relationship with the source of life unfiltered by your various institutions. Throughout your history, many have found it convenient to inject the word God into their agendas without ever embodying such a consciousness. God consciousness makes no claim on life, whether that be another person, country, or a planet. It honors all of life as being sacred. As this transition continues to unfold, many will need to ask themselves, whom do I serve? What in my life is non-negotiable? What value do I place on life? Will I compromise these values? The game humanity has been playing denies the existence of an unconditional love. It relies on the mind to define its reality. It believes in a higher power while denying the physical integration of that presence. Once again, we bow before the new leaders of consciousness. You are the ones that have chosen to use this lifetime to enhance your relationship with your soul nature and to empower your choices with a love that knows no boundaries. This has had a profound impact on all of humanity. It has shifted their attention from the habitual thoughts and released a tremendous amount of energy that was being used to support the old game, a game that many will continue to play but without the satisfaction that was anticipated. It is a choice that every human being must make for themselves. The law of attraction. Your attention is beginning to shift to developing your own creative abilities. The law of attraction has made a profound impact on many of your lives. We remind you, it is not called the law of magic. It takes more than repeating words or waving wands to consciously create in physical reality. The law of attraction relies on honesty. Our relationship with many of you now allows us to be more direct. You are not asking us to do for you what you are unwilling to do for yourself. We are deeply honored each and every time you invite our presence to be a part of your life and joyfully serve the emerging Creator. It's been a long time since a human being has taken responsibility for their own creative process. We have spoken of the unique relationship that resides within every human being. The mind, body, spirit, and soul are coexisting in this shared time and space. We have explored the nature of your personality or ego and invited you to stop asking it to represent your magnificence. Of late, we described your personality as also being multifaceted and introduced these as being some of your human aspects. These are the parts of your past that still reside within you, some that are very wounded, angry, and resentful. We would like to explore these aspects from another perspective. For many of you have discovered that as your heart opens, you begin to feel and sometimes hear aspects of yourself that once resided in your subconscious. Managing your hotel, we invite you to imagine yourself living and working in a beautiful and grand hotel. Your soul sits at the front desk as the manager of this magnificent hotel. Everything and everyone that enters passes by you. Now, in our last discussion, we invited each of you to declare that you love your life. We invited you to discover how it feels when you do declare, I love my life. This declaration has served many of you. It has ignited your imagination and inspired some of you to exercise your creative abilities. We invited you to share these abilities and to open yourself to receiving all the appreciation that comes back to you when you do share your creations. We used the example of a product or service, but your creations are not limited to a tangible object. Any experience that left a strong, emotional impression on your life also represents a creation or an aspect of yourself. In this way, these aspects have their own identity that are based on your experience. As a soul, you were gifted by the mother or father aspects of creation with the ability to also create life. As a human being, many of your creations become tangible or take form in the many roles you play. You are conscious of the infant, child, teenager, your gender, sexual preference, parent, grandparent, employee, and employer. You experience yourself within these roles, and over time the role can begin to define you. We call all of these your guests, and all of them are currently living inside your hotel. The ones you are most conscious of and demand the most attention tend to reside on the first floor. The conscious activity of your life occurs when any of your guests visit the hotel lobby. It is here that they engage your attention, interact, blend, and merge their presence with you, creating your day-to-day reality. Each of your guests have their own unique identity. You can identify many of them through your habitual patterns of behavior. The image of a hotel allows us to work with your mind, but truly it is another word for your body. We have discovered in being with you that the moment we say body, many of you emotionally disconnect from your body. We have this magnificent soul working behind the front desk as the manager of your hotel. The name of your hotel is the same name you have on your driver's license. The collective presence of all these guests contribute to your experience of life. Humanity asks on a daily basis, who am I? At the core of your soul is a presence that knows it is living within its own creation and supports that knowing with compassion and love. Some of your guests demand your attention on a daily basis, complaining about their life in your hotel. Everyone knows you are the manager. You spend a great deal of your time each day listening and responding to these complaints. Some of these guests invest a lot of energy trying to convince you, the manager, that they are more qualified to run your hotel. They often challenge your wisdom or ridicule your ideas in an attempt to undermine your authority. From our perspective, the majority of humanity deals with this internal soap opera on a daily basis. Some souls simply resign their position, declaring they didn't come here to run a child care center. In which case, the guests begin to oversee the daily operation of the hotel. The collective consciousness of all of humanity is a reflection of how each of you manage your own hotel. Setting your creations free. As we watch this play unfold, something dramatic is beginning to take place. Some of the managers have stopped feeling responsible for how their guests are feeling. They have chosen not to take it personally when their guests complain. They are beginning to invite some of the other guests that reside in the upper floors to join them in the lobby for a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. Some of these managers have learned to listen and respond to the daily complaints by saying, "I respect how you feel. You are welcome to stay as long as you like, but if this hotel doesn't meet your needs, you of course are free to go anytime." This shift is creating a quantum leap in the life of your hotel. Managers all over the world are beginning to release their own expectations, their own self-judgments. They are beginning to feel a renewed sense of joy for their work. In essence, they are learning to set their creations free with the same consciousness that set them free. They are seeing how their guests are a blessing to life. They are beginning to honor the gift of creation that was freely given to them. Each of you souls are a reflection of the mother or father aspects of creation. The managers are beginning to truly love their guests. They are embodying unconditional love and compassion, and for the first time your guests are speechless. Your guests are all free to change, grow, and evolve within the identity you gave them through your own experience of life. You deny them and yourself the natural state of expansion and growth by judging yourself and them for being less than perfect. This perfection you seek is an illusion. Most of your guests living in your hotel are also the byproduct of a consciousness you left behind when you stopped playing that old game. The choice you made to not play in this game has most of your guests feeling abandoned or rejected. You are experiencing this same dilemma in your relationship with those that live outside your hotel. We want you to be very clear about your choice. You are not leaving anybody behind, you are simply creating your own game. Many in your hotel have heard the news. The manager has reclaimed God consciousness. Many of the guests are talking to each other. What does this mean? Will we be evicted? How does God consciousness truly relate to life? Life in your hotel is changing. You now spend your day listening to the thoughts of the guests that live in the upper floors. They don't complain about life, nor do they demand your attention. For some of you, you just gave them a key to their own room. You seem to enjoy their company, their presence, and so it comes as no surprise that some of these guests are also writing these words. We, the family of Michael, live in our partner's hotel and love to play in the lobby with him on a daily basis. We haven't taken over the hotel, we gladly invite any of the other guests to sit by the fireplace, share a cup of Earl Grey tea while we listen to their story. It is a story that is dramatically changing because the manager has fallen in love with life. Thank you, dear human, for opening your hotel to our presence, we have missed you more than you know. Michael or Yeshua.